Hey, before we start our session, I want to introduce a brand spanking new member who has just literally just joined us about 45 minutes ago.
Hey.
Jocelyn Robinson is our newest virtual member. She is also a preferred vendor. So, and she's got her sweet little baby who I got to hear. He was just talking up a storm.
Yeah.
A little while ago. So Jocelyn, say hello and tell what you do.
Can everybody hear me good? Oh, I'm not even in the light.
We can hear you.
Okay, hey. So I recently started a juicing business. At the beginning of the year, I just wanted to make some changes in my health. And from people seeing me juice every day and make juices all day, every day, people started getting interested in. I've just been selling them now for the past few months. And I was looking up ways to expand the business. And that's when I came across Angie and the class last week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, goodness. Hey.
Yes, I make fresh fruit and vegetable juices, mostly fruit, you know. Like right now I'm about to make me up some pineapple, orange, and ginger because I haven't drunk any all day and I'm thirsty. And it's hot.
What state are you in?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Like I'm in Pennsylvania. Are you?
Oh, Indiana.
Okay.
Indianapolis, Indiana. Over here in the Midwest.
Yeah. I think most of us here on the call today happen to be from Indiana, and Rachel is our VIP holding down the fort in Pennsylvania near Hershey. Near the chocolate state.
That's nice.
Yeah.
But yes,
I'm just gonna go visit Rachel just so we can go to the chocolate factory and be like,
hey, come on down. I will get you passes. I can teach you how to do Chocolate World like a local or a tourist. One's more expensive than the other, though. We've also got Dove and Mars.
Right.
Reese's.
Okay.
M&Ms.
Some of us are on detox right now, so you're going to have to just shut you down.
Yeah, I can't think of any candy that's considered healthy on that detox.
All right. Well, Jocelyn, we're so glad to have you with us. And just as an FYI, Crystal is on here, who's going to be doing your VIP center orientation for you. So she'll connect with you later on to get that going.
All right. Wonderful.
All right. But in the meantime, what I'd like to do is I want to do a semi-annual check-in and what's going on in your business. And the goal of this really is to prioritize what you want to do in the second half of the year. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share the link in chat to our live document. And so, whoops, sorry, that was the Zoom call. That was the last thing that I saved. One moment, please. Okay, so I'm sending along the live Google Doc. You can click on that, and just remember that you are clicking on a live Google Doc. So you're going to want to, when you open up that link, let me share my screen so I can show you what's going on. To get your own copy, you'll want to come over here to File and hit Make a Copy. So you'll hit File and Make a Copy so that you can have your own copy of this document, okay? So File, Make a Copy, and then save it to your computer. But in the meantime, okay, so I see we've got the anonymous skunk on, the anonymous Ifrit. So two of you have got are in the live document. And the thing about this is I love having these live documents because you can always come back and check to see what you put the last time. I mean, it's all right there for you, same link. This will also be put in the VIP library for you in case you want to pull it off. But today, here's what we're going to do. At the beginning of the year, most of us that were here, we did some work on what we want our business to look like in 2022. And so we really started focusing on the immediate, the first quarter, the second quarter, but now we're just really looking at the midpoint. So let's just open up with a quick discussion. All right. And the discussion is here for the large group is, how has business been going the first half of this year? And I want you to give yourself a rating, an A, B, C, D, or F. A is for fantastic, or I should have said like awesome. A is for awesome. We can change that if we want. Let's do that. Awesome. B is, what can we say for B?
Barely making it.
Bacon?
Barely making it.
No, well, B is it like
B is bountiful.
bountiful?
Or at least believable.
Bountiful. Okay, and so C is
Cautious.
okay. That's good. D is
Depressing.
Do not answer. No, I'm just
but I like the depressing.
Denial. I mean, denial.
And then F is for failing.
that is such a strong word.
That is a strong word.
It is.
But when we think about our businesses, there are a lot of emotions around it. And so many times we feel like, man, I am just not doing what I want to do. So let's just do a quick go around. And since Jocelyn is new to our group, we'll go one at a time and just introduce yourself and give just a quick, hey, here's what I do, in 30 seconds or less, and then give your answer and tell why. Okay, so let's start with Amanda, since your mouth is full.
My name is Amanda Gleason. I am an HR consultant. I have my own HR consulting business, and I would say that my business is a B. It's going okay.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Amanda. Melody, how about you?
See, I'm Melody Donovan. I have a full-time IT position in the corporate world, but I have my own business as a licensed bartender. I just recently got through training as a travel agent, and I do wine tastings. I'm sure there's something else, but whatever that is, I'm not doing well with it. And I would say C, I'm cautious.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right, Deetra, how about you?
Am I on mute? No.
No?
I can't see you guys, but okay. Hi, I'm Deetra McGuire. I am in Indianapolis, Indiana, like you, most of you all. I am a certified coach, so I have a coaching business. I primarily target HR professionals and corporate leaders. Prior to my coaching business, I was in HR, so now I've shifted to coach and support HR. I would say my business is C plus B.
Okay. All right. Very good. Rachel?
I was on mute. I'm Rachel Kuppenever. Like I said, I'm over here in the Hershey area of Pennsylvania. I work as an independent consultant for a company called Life, which promotes financial literacy and different ways to save money, make money. But I also work as my own boss for something called Stormy Waters Ministry, where I do done-for-you services for Christian organizations in training of theater and drama. Right now, I'm also working part-time for a ministry called Piercing Word as a stage manager. So I honestly didn't want to get on the call today because I recognized how little I'm doing, but I'm gonna change it to a C minus, because I was thinking like, well, I actually have done some things. Like in April, I came out to the VIP Center and gave a talk on Bitcoin, which is part of my life business. I've been dealing with a lot of personal stuff, so it's just time to move forward. And I'm excited about moving forward. So I'm going to be a C minus instead of
right.
the F that I wanted to give myself originally.
Right. You're not failing, Rachel. I just have to say that because you keep getting on here. You are taking some small steps forward. Failing would be like, I give up, I'm just not doing it anymore. Right. I mean,
Failing be like, hey, I should just go get another corporate job. But
No.
I don't want to do that.
all right. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. All right, Crystal, how about you?
My name is Crystal. I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana as well. Let's see. I have 2 jobs. One of them is a coordinator for the VIP Center. I help Angie out and with some admin work, and then I also do events for, hosting the events. On that level, I would say I am an A, doing awesome at that. I have so much joy and passion there. It's amazing. My other job is I am a marketing and public relations coordinator for a nonprofit organization, and they are it's a house for men that are struggling for addictions and homelessness. And that level, it's depressing and discouraging right now. And I'm learning that it isn't because of me. So it's a very eye-opening, and I was feeling like a failure, but I've come to the realization through some spiritual warfare and prayer and just seeking others that it's not me. But so.
All right. And we love you, Crystal. We love what you're doing for the VIP Center.
Thank you.
All right. So, Jocelyn, I do want to give you a chance. I know you've introduced yourself, but on the A, B, C, D, F scale, where would you say that you are? How business has been going the first half of this year?
I think I'm in like B, A.
Okay.
But really, yeah, I'm really just really motivated at this time. I'm really just fired up. So I'm able to just stay consistent. And like you said, just keeping some form of movement, even if it's small steps, just staying consistent. But I would give myself a B.
Okay. All right. Very good. And you are off to a really good start. I mean, you've done a lot of organic marketing and things, our previous conversations. So you're definitely on the right track. Definitely on the right track. And
yeah, and everyone's on like a health kick right now. So they're like, oh, let me get some. Like,
yeah, absolutely. All right, ladies. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a few minutes to work on your worksheet. All right. And so what I want you to do is on your own worksheet, I want you to do some force ranking, the force rank of these different business areas. And so what that means is I want you to tell me from your perspective in the last 6 months of the year, how have you done in these areas? And I want you to rank them. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You actually have 11 things that you can rank. So that just gives you a finite number. But force rank all of these, how well you've done or what progress you've made in these areas. And then I want you to then go in and rate this is a success scale. So how successful have you been on a scale of 1 to 10 in this particular area? So we're just digging deep here to get into the nitty gritty of this. All right. And then just jot down any comments or anything that explains a little bit about, well, why, why did you rank that? Why is this ranked this way? Or why are you rating it this way? So let me just give some clarification on the business areas so that you understand what I'm talking about. So clarify your vision and mission. At the beginning of the year, we talked about, without a vision, the people perish. And so a vision and mission is really what helps you to go forward in your business. We took some time to think about that. Well, what is your vision for your business? What's the mission that you're on? So if you think about that, how successful have you been at that? And where does that rank? You like, yes, I've got the vision and mission nailed down. It might be number one for you. Or it might be, well, the vision and mission that I had at the beginning of the year, it's just not happening. So it could be any of those scenarios. Personal development, what I'm talking about is how much have you just stopped and stepped outside of the business to develop yourself personally? I mean, that means doing some learning, even getting some coaching, attending workshops, doing some online learning, something that you've done to personally invest and develop yourself. And this is different than professional development. So when I think about professional development, I think about, going to, like for Amanda, going to a workshop that gives you the latest HR laws and policies for small organizations, right? That's not really a personal development. That's not just for you, that's for your business. So two distinctly different things. Your operations and processes. So this means your daily operations, the way that you're going about business, the routines that you have, the systems that you have, how are those working out for you? Social media, I mean, it's how well are you getting your brand out there? Speaking of branding and rebranding, so what about your personal brand? Is it represent who you really are? Are they the colors that you have? Is your copy what you want it to be? Does your website look good in it? So think about your branding. Advertising and marketing. I put this together because they really do go hand in hand. You could be doing all of your advertising and marketing on social media, but the difference between social media and this category, social media is, hey, it's just about putting the posts out, creating your graphics for it, engaging people. Advertising and marketing is really about doing that direct call to action. How are you getting business? How well are you doing at getting business? New business development. So when I talk about new business development, what I mean is, are you sitting down and strategizing? Okay, how do I build more business? I'll give you an example for the VIP Center. We have a private event space. And so one way that I've been developing business is I've been going and putting our event space on different platforms, putting them on some free sites, and even just even paying for a little bit of that. But it's just to get new leads in and new lead generation. Your budgeting, how are you doing on your budgeting? How are you doing in terms of increasing your profitability? And then there's the other category. Is there something else that we haven't mentioned here? So I see some of you are already going to work. So let's take, I'm going to give you about 5 minutes. I'll play some background music for you while you are doing this ranking. I'm going to have you all just post in chat what came up as number one for you. What was number one for you? Post that in your chat. Crystal is
Number one for priority level or success scale?
Priority level. Okay, personal development, Rachel was budgeting. And just to clarify further, I mean, it's really number one is like, what's your best? Okay, so new business development for Amanda and Jocelyn, professional development for Melody. Okay, very good. So Deetra, how about you?
I was typing in there. I have like a 3-way tie,
Okay.
and it's ops, processes, social media, and advertising and marketing. But that's all because all of those are my focus for
Mhm.
my signature coaching program, which is my second half of the year business priority.
Okay. Good, 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 good. All right. I want to go into breakouts. I'll break you out into 2s and 3s. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to just elaborate on what you put here. We don't have time to go through every single line item, but I want you to talk about what floats to the top. You know, what have you accomplished in the last 6 months, just based on the scores that you put? What still needs to be done? Where do you need help? And is there something else? So all of those discussion questions are on the worksheet. So I'm going to give you about 7 minutes in breakout to just have that conversation. All right. So let's go ahead and do that. Does everybody have a copy of the worksheet? Okay. All right. Very good.
I don't have a copy.
You don't have a copy? Okay. So here's the link. Click on, it's in chat. Can you see it in chat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I already saved, but I could make a copy. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get you ladies into breakout. All right. Looks like some of you were still in mid conversation. All right. But it's 12:45, so I want to bring us back. So Crystal, why don't you speak for your group? What were some of the things that came up in your group?
Some of the things that came up in our group was that social media for the two are not their strong suits, but it is mine.
Oh.
That's like we talked about how, you know, it's like with my business with the nonprofit, like everything was a high priority. So I felt like I was being like sucked around and it's like just being drained. I was like, however, it's like when I actually sit back and look at the developments with Google, with the Facebook, with Instagram, it's like in the amount of views and the page likes, it's like it tripled. And that is an area that they struggle on. So I was like, well, hey, let me bounce some ideas off you. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
set up some time, we'll chat.
Good. Awesome. Someone else want to share?
I was just saying that this exercise, I think, was perfect timing. You guys can't see, I actually have a whiteboard in front of me. And just the day before yesterday, because it's July, I whiteboarded out everything that I want to focus on for the quarter, but broke it out into like for the month or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And going through looking at what I've accomplished this year so far, some things I forgot. And I was telling Amanda and Crystal that when we first started off, I said, I want to give my business a C, B. I'm taking the C away. That's not fair. I've done some things.
Yeah.
So just because I'm not further along than what I think I should be, I should not discredit the things that I've gotten done, because I've worked hard on everything that I've touched this year.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give myself a B plus.
All right.
And it's also helped me to see that for the rest of the year, I really definitely need to focus on core beliefs, my company's signature things.
Yes.
I'm very blessed that I've had some corporate clients that have paid the bills and sustained me, but I'm going to, and I'm looking forward to putting my signature program together, because I will have met my goals for the year.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool too.
You know, Deetra, you're saying something really important here that I want all of us to get. First of all, It's a matter, when you put your focus in an area, the finances show up. And so you're a good example of that. Even in just my own private coaching practice and VIP center, I really let the foot off the gas on my coaching so that I could start building up the VIP center. And now, you can see just over the 6 months where it's starting to grow, and it's because that's where my focus is. It's the same for anybody. Wherever you put your focus, that's where the money and profitability is going to show up, and you're going to gain traction. So here's a problem that all of us run into. We want to tackle everything. We want to be perfect at everything, and we want to do 25 different packages, and that is just spreading yourself too thin. There's no way that you can focus when you're just trying to do it all. And so narrowing in on something is going to gain you the most traction. All right, so let me hear from the other group. So we had Melody, Jocelyn, and Rachel. Who wants to share for the group?
Well, I was, Melody and Jocelyn were both saying that they were having issues with social media, and actually Jocelyn says she's posting a lot on social media, but she doesn't do a lot of advertising. And I was just pointing out that we've got some great VIP library videos on social media. Like I reminded Melody that we had that Social Buzz 99 class. So I was just trying to say to use the resources that we have outside of just this call once a week.
Yeah.
The VIP library, for Jocelyn, we've got those great videos on how often and what type of posts to post on social media.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I liked is she mentioned about using Eventbrite as a network marketing. And I think I'd like to look into doing that more.
Yeah. So, let me just check in with you on this. So would it be helpful just sometime over the next few weeks in some of our sessions that we focus on social media marketing as a group? How many of you feel like that would be, you would want that? Everybody's going like,
I don't honestly feel like I'm there yet. I'm not ready to, I don't have built what I would talk about. And I'm honestly about this close to even just backing away just for a few weeks. I feel like it's distracting me.
Yeah.
And I really need to focus really, really hard for like the next 45 days.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to check in on that.
Maybe in September, like after the summer months.
Yeah.
When we get back into, I don't know, anybody who has kids, any sort of school routine or something.
Okay. All right. So anything else that your group talked about?
I have brought up building more of a routine and a structure. And it really goes hand in hand with what you were saying about where you put your focus. So I really zoned in and put my focus on this at least the past 3 months, and it's been hanging off. And then as far as your previous question, social media so far is okay, it's going good. And then to just follow up what Deetra was saying, I've learned in this social media process that everything's not really going to be perfect. Like I've personally really just been stumbling along myself. Like just when you're in the moment of doing what you're doing, you could just take a quick video, like, and then just post it. And then as you get more into posting, like the ideas will come as opposed to waiting for something to be perfect.
Right.
And post it. So yeah, you can just throw up some little things here or like even that nice collage you got back there can be posted, And then, but I
That's my
personally
that's
help
my
with
vision board.
advertising. Yeah, like post your vision board, like anything. Make a quick couple videos. People like the reels right now.
Yeah.
And I personally need help on the advertising, which I guess goes hand in hand with budgeting. So maybe if we can like do some budgeting and like some good marketing ad things, you can say if you send over information regarding, you know, just $100 to boost this post for a week or something. I don't know, more things like that.
Okay.
Or, you know,
Sounds good.
advertising avenues. I don't know.
The library has some good videos on Facebook ads, how to make your Facebook ads the most profitable.
So when you so with Facebook ads, Instagram ads, what, like, I would also like to know some other ad platforms. Those are like the best in the world. I don't know that, but if they are.
Okay. Yeah, there are also industry and product and service specific platforms that we can look at as well. So, and you know, the thing about Facebook ads right now, Facebook ads, they're okay. There's a difference between boosting and creating a formal Facebook ad. The formal Facebook ads are the things that really do the best as opposed to boosts. Because boosts tend to just promote to your closest network, which, you know, happens to be all of your friends and family. And a lot of times your friends and family are probably the last people that are going to buy from you. They're going to want to get everything for free from you. So we've got to be able to expand our reach. So maybe we could talk about, you know, where to find your next customers. Okay. Okay. So thanks for that. I do want to, we got 5 more minutes, and I want us to just take a moment, and I want you to look at this list. Let me just share my screen here, tell you where I'm at on the worksheet. But I want you to look at these business areas, and just for now, since we just have 5 minutes, I want you to rank your top 3 areas of focus for the second half of the year. What are the top 3 areas that you want to focus on? You can put them in this rank priority, 1, 2, or 3. And with that, I want you to answer the question, I need to do more of, and I need to do less of around that particular topic. So take a moment to do that, and then we'll circle back and find out what you said and close out the session today. All right, so let's just let's start with Rachel. So Rachel, what'd you come up with?
My number 1 is increasing profitability, followed by new business development.
Okay.
And a lot of that just focuses on spending actual time making contacts with people and not being afraid of contacting people, because I'm fearing failure. And then I also did a third one of clarifying my vision. And to do that, I want to do more journaling and spending less time all day in the house.
Okay. Yeah. Those are good. Those are very good and practical things to focus on. So I love that. Love that. Melody, how about you?
See, I had new business development, like do more follow up on my past connections, and do less of procrastinating. Basically, is going to be do less of procrastinating on pretty much all of these, and making excuses. And then social media, again, it's just make time and do and create Facebook pages for the businesses that I have. And then the other one is branding. updating my website and adding pages and creating I think I want to make like a quarter size card of just like Melody Inc. of all the things that I'm doing, the books that I have and speaking engagements and things like that. And doing less of just sitting around and letting my day go by or my evening go by.
Yeah.
So being more intentional and less procrastinating, just all over.
Okay. All right. Sounds like a good plan for the next 6 months. Crystal?
My number one priority would be new business development, 2, professional development. 3 was increased profitability.
Okay. Okay. Amanda?
Mine were new business development and then social media, advertising, operations and processes, and then professional development. I did 5 things, but I feel like the first 3 would be what I'll focus on the last half of the year.
Okay. Keitra?
Okay, so for Q3, number 1 priority is launch Core Belief Signature Coaching Package. A couple of things for that to happen: focus, discipline, create the program, create the ops systems for the program for enrollment, purchasing, and to run it, advertise, market it, launch it, enjoy it, and learn. And then this will also increase my profitability and my market reach.
Okay. All right. Good. And Jocelyn, I see yours because you typed on our document. And so basically you've got increased profitability is number 1. So you need to do more networking and less single purchases. I think that's a great idea on the single purchases. So we'll talk more about that on our consult call. Professional development, do more of meeting with professionals as opposed to doing it, less of doing it on your own. That's where a lot of entrepreneurs get into trouble. They really do try to be an island and do it all by themselves. And you really need a community. You need a community. You've got to be networking. That's how, you've got to have organic advertising, marketing, business development working for you, as well as some of the other ways. So good point there. And then you've got number 3, budgeting. So you need to do more saving and less spending on bills. All right, good stuff, ladies. All right, so we are out of time. Hope this exercise was helpful to keep following up. In about 90 days, we'll follow up again to see how you're doing on these. But in the meantime, I do want to tell you that I just realized when we were working through selling through objections last time, we spent a lot of time on that. So I think that once a month with our coaching calls, once a month, we're going to have one of our Wednesdays that is specifically around selling, the sales conversation, talking through your packages and just getting comfortable with that. Because that's the number 1 thing that gets in the way of women being able to really feel successful, is to being able to nail that sales conversation. So I think we're going to be doing that for a while, just so that you can have the practice. All right, ladies, I'm going to let you go. Hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you later.